Now, the Great Resignation saw many workers move many miles and in some cases different states from their employers. Remote jobs were a hot commodity. Just to jog your memory a little bit,
Americans are reassessing the way they work. According to an August 2021 poll, more than half of workers surveyed said they plan to look for a new job in the coming year. 56% of respondents said adjustable working hours and remote work were a priority.
we all had an epiphany. A lot of us had an epiphany during the pandemic where we enjoyed time around our families. We had freedom around our friends. We can work and also enjoy the home life as well. And it kind of put us in a mindset. For the majority of us, the dream job is a myth. And that's because as humans, we change, we evolve, and we go through different phases of our life. We should be more goal focused rather than job focused. Now, at least for me, this is the mindset to some of your most ambitious goals. But listen, maybe a few of you come from money, or maybe your father or your grandfather owns a multi-million-dollar company.
I'm a man who has never tied his own shoes before.
Wrong. You are a prince who has never tied his shoes. Believe me, I tied my own shoes once. It is an overrated experience.
Well, for you, you can skip this video or you can stick around. Just be a little quiet for the rest of us. We're not so lucky.
Listen, let's jump right in. I thought today we'd have a conversation about the myth of the dream job. And I'm sure we've heard all types of information and people have talked about this subject many times. But I thought it'd be interesting to kind of address the myth side of it. I mean, we hear all sorts of advice like, follow your passion, follow the money, go to a beach, laptop life, the 4-hour work week. I mean, all of these different ideas. This is not for me to say they're wrong or they're right, but I kind of thought with all of this advice and feedback, why not just throw in my own? At least that's my rationale behind it. But let's have a conversation about it. The overwhelming majority of us, the idea of a dream job does not exist. There's an exception to it that we'll talk about later on in the video. But first, I want to qualify what is a dream job. And for me, the qualifications for a dream job consist of money, freedom, and passion. And it could be kind of straightforward, but let me just give a brief summary. Now, money in particular obviously has to earn money, but it has to earn a specific amount that sustains whatever desired lifestyle. Freedom is the job has to provide some sort of freedom to do the things in your life that you desire to do. And passion, the job has to give you some sort of fulfillment or satisfaction in your particular life. And I do believe that there are jobs out there, let's be clear, that give all three, right? The exception behind this is the fact that to achieve these jobs or achieve this opportunity to have your dream job, it requires years of dedication and curation of your life. And that's what we're going to talk about today. I got a couple clips from some pretty famous people, and they discuss their ideas, and it kind of puts in perspective as we go through life. Right now, we're at a time right now where people are really struggling mentally, and they're struggling in life to kind of wrap their heads around the idea of having to work and earning enough money to achieve some of the things that they want out of life. And I think going into the perspective, trying to find a dream job is very damaging mentally because it's an unrealistic expectation. And we can go into all the reasons and things that have led to this, but we can jump into that in another video. I got this clip of Elon Musk. A lot of times we look at Elon Musk as, kind of like the epitome of having passion for his particular job and obviously money, as being one of the richest people in the world. But that one piece that I could argue, I don't know his life, I don't know Elon Musk personally, but if we were to look at his life, the piece that he's probably missing in that dream job is freedom. And it could be that Elon has just enough freedom as he wants, right? The fact that he can't go to certain places or, be around his many kids, it might be something that might be what he desires. But let's just assume for the sake of this video that he enjoys being around his family because he had the kids. Let's assume that he would like to go out in public without being mobbed and people asking for photos all the time. Let's assume that for the sake of this video. Take a look at this clip, and I want you to listen to Elon Musk and let me know what you think after this, and we'll talk about it on the other side of this clip.
What's something difficult you're going through that people don't often see?
I mean, my mind is a storm, and I don't think most people would want to be me. They may think they would want to be me, but they don't. They don't know. They don't understand.
What do you think? I mean, that's an interesting video because of the simple fact of when you think about your dream job, is that what you desire? Do you desire your mind to be a storm? You know, it sounds like it's hard for him, no matter how much passion he has, no matter how much money he has, it's hard for him to get out of his ideas. And one of the biggest misconceptions a lot of people, especially during this time with social media and everything, is they think the idea of having their own business is a dream job. And, you know, I have some experience in having my own business and been able to move in certain ways and have certain freedoms and make a little bit of money in the meantime as well. The freedom part is probably the biggest misconception of having a business, because you kind of have the opposite. There's not a time where I'm at home and I'm not thinking about what I could be doing to improve the business. It's a consistent thought. How could I improve the business? Is there something I need to be doing? I mean, even when I'm watching a movie, you know, with my wife, I have the laptop and I'm doing something for the business or trying to improve it in something, or trying to improve it in some sort of way. So that's not freedom, right? I mean, I like and enjoy doing it. You know, I like to improve. I like, you know, to make money. I like to have, you know, something that I'm building. But at the end of the day, it doesn't give me the freedom I need. I can't set it down at any time. And a lot of times people think of a dream job as being able to put it down whenever you want to, making as much money as I can. And I really love it. And it's just BS. It's something that our generation and previous generations and ones that have come after have to really sit down and realize that a job is just a means to get the money, which is a tool to buy whatever desired lifestyle you want. That's it. I mean, it's nothing more, nothing less. Life is a bunch of phases. At least this is how I look at it. What I wanted in my 20s is not the same as 30s. And I'm sure it won't be the same in my 40s and 50s and 60s and so on. So our life in phases, maybe it will change. You know, maybe the next phase of my life, I'd be more focused on passion. Maybe I'll be more focused on, you know, passion and money. But I think we need to look at this as an idea of trying to achieve all three. Rather, look for two. If you can get two out of the three, money, passion, and freedom, you're in a very good space. That's what this video is for, is to kind of put things into perspective and stop looking for that perfect situation and start working toward the things that are going to get you the lifestyle that you want to live. And that's going to build the future that you want to build. I want you to take a look at this clip. Now listen to this author, Scott Adams. He came up with the cartoon Dilbert. I never read comics, so I wasn't familiar with the comic strip. But I got into him a few years ago and I ended up checking out his book and I thought it was pretty interesting. He has a book called How to Fail at Everything and Still Win Big. And he has an excerpt in it and I want to read it real quick. And he talks about this particular chapter. I think it was chapter 3. And he says, passion is BS. And I tend to kind of agree with him on it. So here it goes.
You often hear advice from successful people that you should follow your passion. It's easy to be passionate about things that are working out, and that distorts our impression of the importance of passion. When it started to look as if creating Dilbert might be a success, my passion for cartooning increased because I realized it could be my golden ticket. In hindsight, it looks as if the projects I was most passionate about were also the ones that worked, but objectively my passion level moved with my success. Success caused passion. More than passion caused success.
Now, I thought that was very interesting. And I tend to agree with that. I always give this analogy because I've had this conversation in my career, in business, with family, friends. And I always give the analogy that, you know, if I were found a way to wholesale lacrosse nets. And mind you, I don't never played lacrosse. I've never watched a game of lacrosse. But if I were making lacrosse nets, wholesaling them, and we're making a ton of money, there's a good chance I'll have a passion for making lacrosse nets. If you're successful and good at something, you're going to develop some sort of passion for it. So instead of chasing the passion, chase things that you can try and figure out and work at and become good at, and you have a more likely chance of developing a passion for it. And then what we do is we use that work to graduate to something else that does a better job at doing the exact same thing, right? You find something that you're very good at that makes you, let's just say for the sake of easy numbers, it makes you $100. You do it until you find something that makes you $200. And so forth and so on. Now I have one more clip, and this one is of Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey's been in entertainment for I don't know how long. I mean, he's been a comedian, he's been in movies, he does stand-up, now he does a little bit of everything. But I want to show you this clip of him talking about his particular life and his lifestyle. Now,
fame is different than what people think. Being famous is like living in a big, pretty prison. It really is. You can't do anything, you know. I haven't been to the movies. The last movie I've been to, I saw The Kings of Comedy, the premiere of The Kings of Comedy. That was in 2000. That was the last one. I can't go to a movie. I can't go to the mall with my kids. I can't go to food court. You know, I can go to dinner with my wife. I know where to go. I got special tables I can get. But that's really it. You know, I can't go to the park. Haven't been to an amusement park. A lot of stuff you can't go do. I can't go to the park. You know, I can't take my grandkids or kids and go to the park because all I'm gonna do is take pictures. And my kids hate that. Dad, can you just pay attention to us? Okay, well shit, y'all like eating, don't you? That's why when you get money, you gotta buy all that stuff. Your house gotta be big. Man, why you got the big ass house? Cause shit, I can't go nowhere. Shit, if I'm gonna walk around, I can't walk around 800 square feet. I walk in the door and cut the TV on me and go to the bathroom and go to bed. That's it. Shit, I gotta go upstairs, downstairs. You gotta turn corners. That's what you do. And so you end up spending a big part of your money trying to create a life for yourself. You know, whatever you like to do, you gotta have in your backyard. You know, I like to play golf. So I got sand trap in my yard. You know, I practice my putting and stuff. I smoke my cigars, you know. You put that at your house or else, you know. I'm not complaining, it's just the way it is.
Now, what do you think? Now, it seems as if Steve Harvey has the money, has the passion, but that freedom piece seems to matriculate, especially when you get into the entertainment and celebrity type deal. And I'm sure in his case and in a lot of people's case, they would take that trade-off, right? You would take the trade-off because he can literally build the life he wants besides the privacy piece. I hope this makes sense. And my goal for this video is to dispel that myth and get your mindset in the right place, because we're at a time in our lives where we need to use the jobs for what they are, they're jobs. And the job should provide a means for what you desire your lifestyle to be. And it puts you in a mindset where you need to just get the work done. You need to be the best you can be in that role. Forget about the titles, forget about the company. You're looking for the best opportunity in front of you, period. Now, I'm just ranting. If you totally disagree with me, that's fine. I could be wrong, I doubt it though. But at the end of the day, it's your life. Do what you want to do. You'll probably circle back to this video and let me know I'm right, regardless.
Listen, my promise is for this content to get better and better. I appreciate you for being a part of this journey. Like and subscribe to the channel so you can get notified when new content drops. I'm out. Peace.